patience. Play for keeps and practice patience. Get interrogated, close our mouth, don't say nothing. Hundreds on your head, cause you changed up. I spent hundreds on my threads, I can change up. I keep stacking bread, I got my change up. I will remain the same, I will never change up.
I can't change up. She got her brain up, riding a range truck. These niggas hate, fuck being famous. I'm in my lane, bruh, cause it ain't no traffic.
What's up, world? What's up, world? This is your boy, Breadbaggg Jones. Before I go any further, before I even introduce people, before I even tell you what today we'll be talking about, I wanna tell y'all, man, make sure y'all like, subscribe, man, hit that button, man. Comment, shit. We here, baby. And this is the Me Personally podcast, brought to you by me. Don't take none of this shit I say personal. It's just me personally. So, in the meantime, though, I want to introduce y'all to somebody like, this my dog right here, like, this my bruh. This my first artist on my record label. This my motherfucking goddamn, we was in a cell together. We did like 2 years together in a cell. Man, we been around, man. It's my dog, man. I want to introduce y'all to my motherfucking dog, the one, the only, being me, and it's the letters. I want y'all to know this right now. He gonna tell y'all what it means. B-N-M-E. And I'm gonna let my dog give y'all a little brief introduction of who he is, and shit, we gonna get into this goddamn topic.
Salute to, you already know, man, Me Personally podcast, my brother, Breadbaggg Jones. We've been solid, rocking each other for a long time, man. My name being me, appreciate you having me on the podcast, cause you know me, I don't even rock out like that, but I pop out. So, being me stand for B-N-M-E, being naturally myself every day. I can't be nobody else but me.
Hold on, wait. Man, listen, bro. When my nigga first told me this in the cell, right? I say, bro, that's hard, bro. The world need to hear that, man. Tell them what that shit mean again, bro.
B-N-M-E, being naturally myself every day. I'm being me, you being you, I'm being me.
So being me. You know, this is the Me My Personally podcast, right? Tell them, give them a little bit of, tell them about yourself, bro. Tell them who you is, where you come from, what's your mission? He a creator also, y'all.
Yeah, I'm an artist.
What's your mission?
I do music, I do photography. I'm a spiritual person, man. I come from within, so I'm just a solid guy. I'm from the east side of Cincinnati. I've been in prison 6 years, changed my life over. I changed my brain, actually, became a different person. Just keeping it solid, man, tapping on my music, tapping on all my black folk, my community, fucking with my people, man, for sure.
Where can they find you at, little bro? You gotta let them know that. That's your tag. That's like our badge, what we used to have to wear in prison. That you gotta let them know where they can find you.
At BME _ legacy on Instagram, or BME Rashid on Facebook. Tap in with me for sure. We can definitely work if you need.
Now, I told you at the beginning of this podcast, right, my whole mission was to just bring creators more together. You know what I mean? This man is a creator, like, and I really personally know him. Today's topic, the reason why I brought him on, right, I want y'all to know this. I brought him on because today we're going to talk about institutionalized mind states. And this ain't just for niggas in prison. This ain't just for if you came home from prison. There's people out here that's locked up too mentally.
For sure,
like, I got niggas in armies and navies that tell me that personally, like, damn, bro. Like, even though I'm free, man, I still feel locked up mentally. So this topic right here is very touchy. It's very touchy. Because, like, it's deep. So we going to get into this, right? But I want everybody, before I go any further, I want y'all to know this, right? Us as black men, white men, Chinese, just men, period, right? We got to change the way we think. Like, even in prison. Like, we can only agree. We can only agree to disagree with this one, but like an institutionalized mindset prevents you from really winning. And the reason why I'm speaking on this personally because like I'm guilty of that. I ain't gonna say I am now. I was guilty of that.
Likewise, for sure.
I was guilty of that because
I was
like when you captive, like when I say this right, I did 60 months, not a day mentally, but I still had an institutionalized mindset because I adapted to what was going on in that environment. You know what I mean? Like, people don't understand when you go to prison, right? You lose a lot of shit. You lose your rights. You lose your privilege. Man, sometimes people lose hope, but you know what the most thing that you lose, man, that you can't really get back. It's time.
Time, sure.
So like the institutionalized mindset. I'm gonna speak on time first, and you know, you can piggyback and give your feedback. Like my opinion and me personally, right? Like when you got an institutionalized mindset, you don't respect time as much as you should, even though you done did time. And I'm only speaking from an experience. I'm not talking for nobody else. I did time, but it was still times that I didn't appreciate time. Like, do that make sense? Like, it was times I was doing time and I didn't appreciate time. I wanted everybody out here that was already living their life to do time with me. That's an institutionalized mindset. Like, for real. That's what real institutionalized mindset.
I feel like
for real.
You took the accountability and felt like, well, before that, you had the mindset of like, shit, fuck that. You ain't here for me, shit. You supposed to be in jail with me. You supposed to stop your life and do what you doing because I'm here. But I ain't sign you up like, hey, you want Breadbaggg, you want to go do this time? They got a lot of guys on the bus, you feel me?
Right.
Nah. So you put yourself there, but the accountability set in because you know, like, shit, even if you wrote me a letter, send me a picture, I'm talking about shouting me out, whatever, you thought about me. Because motherfuckers be them to my nigga, that's the lowest thing on earth. Like, that's how I felt, so can't nothing stop me. That's why I'm always moving forward, you feel me? That's how this is here too, but
Man.
Listen, ain't nothing stopping me. So that accountability right there, salute to that, you feel me?
Hell yeah. Gotta take accountability, like, and the reason why I speak on time a lot, because like the reason why I say institutionalized mindset, right, because like I used to play with a lot of people's time, like when I was doing time, and when I say that, like, I can't really apologize for the shit that I did because it was supposed to happen. Only thing I can apologize for, what ain't gonna happen, like, and that's just me. Like, I understand life now. Like, I understand that. Like, I've been home literally 3 years and some change. I'm just now letting go of that mentality. Like, and this for prison. This for people. I'm gonna speak on the prison aspect. We're gonna speak on all aspects, but prison. They lock you in this cage. They tell you nothing. Your privilege is stripped. You just basically a number. They ain't. When I was on the street, I was that nigga before I left. Like, and when I was in there, I ain't gonna say it was some COs, they respected that shit because it was my approach. But then there was certain COs that they ain't give a fuck if you nigga invented bubble gum. Like, they was playing you cop, talking to, man, you know how many times I got called a coon? Like, and I say this because in the institutionalized mindset, right, prison train you to really accept what they offer you. Like, if that makes sense to a lot of people.
Make it okay for you to come back, make it okay for you to want to talk to you like that.
You know why? Because now in prison, it's games, TVs, man, Jordans, phones, bud. Right. Man, they make it easy. Like, what it is, like, they make you want to come back to jail. Right. So the average nigga, I done heard niggas say that, because I was on that. Like, but I wasn't saying it more in a bragging shit. I was more like, man, I'm one of them niggas, like, if I do the crime, I'm gonna do the time. I ain't got nobody to tell on myself. I've never been a snitch, but prison taught me, like, and I'm saying this, I got 3 numbers. So, like, I ain't proud of this shit. My first number, I want to institutionalize. I ain't really learn nothing from it because it went so fast. Like, that's how I learned. Time go fast as fuck. Man, I did 4 years, right? That shit went so fast. I came out, ran up some bread, got locked back up for 10 months. I ain't give a fuck. Because I was institutionalized and I ain't know mentally I was. I thought like, man, but I was, because I told myself, you know, on the street, man, I don't mind going back in there. But you gotta mind going back in there when you out here living. That's existing. When you in that world, when you behind that motherfucking fence, you exist. You know what it feel like to exist? A leaf. Leaf exists. A booger is in it, like for real, like, I'm breaking it down. Bruh, that's an existence, man. Like, you existing. Like that's an existence. Like, so like you gotta break free of that mind. This go for everybody. Like, you can't play with time. You gotta really look at time like this. Time is your motherfucking friend. Stress is your enemy.
Time is your friend. I learned that. Time is your friend. Cause look, you gotta think about it, right? But I ask myself though, like, really, what is time? You feel me? If you ask yourself, like, shit, like, what is time? You feel me? Cause a lot of shit don't exist unless we say it exists. You feel me? Cause a lot of places don't exist unless we put ourselves there.
That's deep.
So you gotta think about it, like, when we ain't there, like, just like we ain't here, we don't exist. So shit, time don't exist to me. Cause your time here, that's the only time it exists. I feel like in the moment, in the flesh, we gotta make today add up. So what my nigga Breadbaggg Jones say, so tomorrow can count.
Man, you gotta make today add up.
You gotta make today add up so tomorrow can count.
Like, and I just want people to break that cycle. Like, it's a cycle for real, man. Like the prison's one built for criminals. Don't ever think that. Prison's one built for criminals, man.
Criminals one, definitely.
Like, do I gotta say more? Like you gotta come out of that. institutionalized mindset. This is what I say. And this for guys that's home now, that's watching this. This for people that's in the Navy that's watching this. This for people that's in the Army watching this. You don't gotta go to jail to be institutionalized mentally. Like, and I really want you to understand that. Like, a cage-free mind is a free thinker. For real. Like, really think about it right now, right? Like, we wake up, the first thing we do, and I was guilty of this. I still do it sometimes, but sometimes I'll be like, man, you know what? Because in prison, I told myself, like, listen, mentally, this is how my day gonna go. And I made my day how my day was supposed to go mentally. So when I came home, I learned, like, damn, bro, the power of the mind, the bad, bro, let that shit go. Like, man, listen, you know how many niggas come home bitter? You know how many niggas in prison bitter? Because they feel like this, and they go back to this institutionalized thought process. Man, my people supposed. The minute you say that,
like,
who owe you anything?
Like, owe you nothing.
Who owe you anything?
Owe you nothing.
Like, who owe you anything? That's why I used to get mad. Like, don't celebrate me coming home. Why? I should have never left. Like, I should have never left. It was an institutionalized mindset. And then us as black people, we glorify jail. We gotta stop doing that, y'all. Don't glorify jail. If a nigga, don't get me wrong, it's cool to look out for a motherfucker, but the more you give, the more they take. And I learned that I was very selfish in prison. You know why? I was doing time. I didn't care about nobody else's time. I had an institutionalized thought process. I felt like, listen, man, I took care of shit out here. I paid people bills. Man, if I'm in this motherfucking joint, man, bitch, but at the end of the day, though, like, I learned, though, like, bro, you doing time, bro. No matter how you stress it out. I'm talking about, bro, you know how many people play me cop? Man, I waited a whole year for $50 from a motherfucker. And that same person, man, I make sure he get $100 every month, if not a food box here. Because I'm a real nigga. Like, I ain't real, I'll take that back. I'm a genuine man, man.
Solid, authentic.
I'm authentic, man. Like, I just want people to get out of that mentality where you like people owe you. That's institutionalized thought process. Even out here, like don't nobody owe you nothing. If anything, you owe something. It's to them kids. If you got kids, you owe them.
Sure.
If you got yourself, you owe yourself. So at the end of the day, you owe something to somebody, man. Like, and I believe in this, like, and I'm guilty of this. That's why I can speak on this personally. Like, man, I was an institutionalized person even when I came home. Like, I came on with that thought. I ain't come on with that thought process like everybody owe me. I came on with that. I was manipulative. Prison taught me that though. Like, no book, man. Prison taught me how to be very manipulative. Like, it was to the point where, like, man, I could talk a mannequin into walking, and that's hard. You see what I'm saying? Like, prison taught me how to be manipulative. Prison taught me how to be aggressive. I'm cool. Prison taught me how to just, it gave me structure, it gave me discipline. Don't get me wrong, I ain't speaking bad on the joint. Like, it's just some good. It's a curse and a gift when you in that bitch, but, like, accountability is the main thing I want people to understand. Like when you really institutionalize mentally, you can't grow. You present yourself, a seed is your brain. Your brain only allows you to grow if you water it. But if you institutionalize, how you gonna grow? Then the people around you ain't gonna grow. That's why I started the podcast, and I go back to that because, like, he'll tell you. He really will tell you. I was in a joint telling him all this. Except this podcast, though. This just really came upon.
This shit came to light. Like, we really just live our life, my nigga. And this shit really just added up like that. Like, no cap. Like, me and bruh stay solid, stay contacted, stay connected. Bruh still been working on this podcast, still working on this music, still being a family man. And that's respect, you know what I mean? So, the mindset of prison, like, it can have you institutionalized to the point where somebody, you gon' like, I feel like some niggas want to stay there. You got motherfuckers who go do 10 years right now and be like, man, listen, I'm done. I'm going to do it a different way. I'm going to do it different. I'm going to do something different. I'm going to change my mindset. You got some motherfuckers like, I'm going to do the same shit.
Same shit.
Or I'm about to be the same person. Right. Or I'm about to have the same expectations. Some people don't even expect none of themselves. But they expect everything from the world. I don't get it.
That's selfish.
That's being selfish. So I feel like you gotta be able to have this driving force as to why you do what you do, but it ain't for you. You gotta be selfless. Right. And that's when you're gonna get the love and reciprocation and the gifts from God, because shit, you standing on that and it's genuine. Like, it's authentic. So
bullshit.
Everybody don't understand it though.
Personally, like, that's just
them niggas that keep going back, them the niggas that, you know, need their baby mamas, they leech out these bitches. Hey, listen, man. The niggas that really know and that's putting on and staying solid and actually like making an impact out here, especially for our black community. I'm talking like, I'm really speaking black, like fuck all that. People talk about the culture, but they don't really stand on that. We talking about like real live, like love for your people and understanding the unity and what we can do to, I'm talking about surpass all the bullshit we've been through. You feel me? But everybody mindset ain't like that. So it's all about mindset change and being more selfless, bro. And at the end of the day, shit, the institutionalized shit, it can change you or it can break you. You feel me? Right. So, for sure.
Right, because like, and let's go back to like what he's saying. Like I broke free. My personal experience with this institutionalized shit, where I saw it. Like I came home, right? Like with the same, like I ain't really come up with the same mentality. I came home fucking with the same niggas. And it was so crazy, them same niggas that they weren't doing shit for me, right? When I broke free of them, right? And I literally just broke free of like majority of them literally like probably like a year ago, right? Man, I started seeing a better change. Like I started winning, and I say this proud, I started winning with a woman. Man, I got with my woman, man. I started winning with a woman. I wasn't winning with no niggas. Niggas was always taking. And I was like, man, why the fuck would I come on and give loyalty to a nigga that ain't, that don't, bruh. Do that make sense though? Peep this out, peep this, right? You built this house out of bricks and stones and hammers by yourself. Why the fuck would I let a nigga come in there and live with me? Make that make sense. So there you go with your thought process. Like, man, I'm not, listen, I don't think about not one man. I don't hate on one man. I don't wake up thinking about nobody else, man. I think about every day, man. I promise, right? I think about trying to make yesterday better than tomorrow. Even though I ain't got to tomorrow, I'm still focused on today. So it's like, that's how my thought process is. Like, I'm here to grow. I got a seed that I'm talking of. This is my seed, man. This is my outlet right here. Like I got a seed where I can plant in you, right? I just want people to grow, man. That institutionalized shit. And like I said, you don't have to go to jail to be institutionalized. I know people out here right now that's doing time mentally, man. Like, let that shit go, man. There's people right here now. There's people out here that's really doing time mentally. Let that sink in for a hot second, right?
Yeah, that's some shit. I like
There's
that.
people out here that's doing time mentally.
They lock themselves up with their thoughts. I'm talking about, I done seen a motherfucker overthink themselves into attitude, and it's like, damn, you just
wow. And they be mad at what?
Shit.
How you mad at life and you alive?
Like
make that make sense though. It's people that hate life, but you alive. You hate yourself.
You can always do better.
If you hate living, just say that.
Sure.
Don't hate life. This is a gift.
Don't hate the people around.
Life is a gift.
Love you too, because some motherfuckers, they push everybody away.
Life is a gift though.
Yeah.
Unwrapped.
For sure.
Like, this ain't no surprise.
Yeah.
Like your mind is a gift, unwrapped. Like, people don't know the power of your mind, right? And I say that, and I want everybody who listen and tune in, right? This is how powerful your mind is. You can start the day with this. You can wake up, right? Before you yawn, before you even look who on Facebook, before whoever sent you an inbox DM, tell yourself, like, man, this is how today gonna go. Mentally, don't say it out loud. That's the first step of being uninstitutional. For real, like, you can make yourself go how your day supposed to go. Some people let their phone, people don't even know, like, your phone run you. I understand, I know that. Right now, if I was to take 7 people's phone for 7 days, how many people try to kill themselves? Really ask yourself that. Is you living or is you existing? On some G shit.
For sure. For sure.
Man, listen, and I mean this, right? That's an institutionalized mindset. I ain't here to give you that. I want you to break free. I don't give a fuck if you even listen to this podcast just one time. If you gain something from this, man, I planted that seed in you, man. Like, I'm telling you my personal experience. I literally just got out of this institutionalized thought process. Don't nobody owe me nothing. If anything, I owe my family. I should have never left, especially if you the breadwinner. If you the breadwinner, how you gonna make toast? Like G shit. If you set the table every day, how you gonna feed your family, nigga, if you away? That's an institutionalized thought process, bro. Don't nobody owe you nothing. Even niggas that's locked up, we wanna owe nothing, man. Our time already borrowed. So while you here, like you, listen, man, like, loyalty should never come with a receipt. When you institutionalize, right, a nigga do an act for you, and I mean this thinking. A nigga do something for you, right, and he say it's loyal, right, because he spoke on it. You don't speak on what you do, you just do. Institutionalized, you gotta really let yourself, and I don't care what you believe in, whether you believe in a rock, or you believe in a fork, whether you believe in the sun, whether you believe in me. Like I want people to know this though, like, man, everybody out there can really win. Even like, and I say this is what I think about institutionalized mindset, even though you feed your family, right? Even a 9 to 5 is an institutionalized mindset. To me, personally, I ain't here to hurt nobody's feelings when I say this. The reason why I say this, right? Man, I came on this earth alone, right? It took 2 people to make me, right? Ownership. Man, I got my own business, right? And I ain't knocking, listen, and I promise you, I ain't looking down on nobody in that 9 to 5 field. But at the end of the day, right, the average person that's doing a 9 to 5, they understand time, right? They juggle time to make another person rich. Make that make sense, though, and you can really own yourself.
Thanks.
That's why you institutionalize, because another motherfucker, I can't. BPMG, that's me. Me personally, that's me. Like, I don't give a fuck if I gotta wake up every day, man, and kick rain, man, and make a motherfucking water, but I'm gonna make some shape, because I believe in ownership, man. I ain't coming this earth to make nobody else rich. I didn't. If that's the case, When I shit, I'm gonna put it back up in my ass. Now make that make sense. G shit, man. Listen, that's an institutionalized mindset, and I challenge you. I challenge you, man. Fuck these damn challenges, man. I challenge you right now, man. 30-day thinks, 30-day think challenge, man. Tell yourself every day for 30 days, right? It takes 21 days to make a habit, so they say. It really take 1 day to make a habit. All you gotta do is click that one. It's a part of your brain where you don't know it's working, but it's on. Because you alive. Click that bitch on.
And make
even if you wanna
and make it a habit.
The time we in right now, it ain't shit to turn your phone on, right? Invent the world, create something that the world wants, something need. Everybody got something, even if it's ownership is everything. That's what I'm saying. I'm not knocking nobody to do a 9 to 5. I done did it. But every 9 to 5 I had, which was 2, I told them I'm not. Man, I know there's people out there right now that's working a job. Like, man, I know I'm louder than this, man. That's your thought process, right? That's the first step of you failing, bro. You telling yourself right now.
You can change your life.
You telling yourself right now, I can't. The minute you say you can't, man, I don't even want to hear that shit. Cause ain't nobody in my circle saying can't. We saying we did, we will, we is, we got to.
I got it.
Man, ownership is a man. Listen, man. I want y'all to know this, right? Man, I cash my shit. This me. I walk in my banks. Man, what the fuck? Like, man, like, listen, man. I got another segment. We're gonna talk about life insurance. Man, listen, man, I got game for y'all, man. I'm not sitting here trying to feed off y'all. I want y'all to tune in. I'm saying some G shit, man. Institutionalized. I just covered a lot of shit. Like, this tell you what like how you can really open up your mind. A closed mind ain't gonna get you nothing, man. But a check. That's what you want. What you chasing, a check or a bag? Which one? Which one more important though? Money or profit? They both the same, right? Is they? That's how you know your mind. You gotta open your mind, y'all.
Profit ain't the same, you feel me?
It ain't. Everybody can get some money.
Profit is elevation.
What about that profit though?
Profit is, you feel me? Like, it's a whole different margin. You feel me? So, everybody understand that? Money is money. Listen.
I want all my viewers right now, right? And learn this about ownership.
They be chasing the money.
Controlling interest. Just keep that in your mind. Controlling interest, right? You yourself is your own company. You yourself is your own brand. You yourself is your own business. Man, you got controlling interest in that shit, bro. Why would I let a motherfucker own 90% of me and I keep 10? That's slavery, y'all. Make that make sense though, like make that mind slavery though, right? Like, and I say this right because I'm woke. And I ain't saying I'm woke because I'm woke right now. I'm really woke. Like, even when you sleep, I'm woke. Even when I'm asleep, I'm woke. I understand life, man. The minute you let go of your thought process, man, watch how everything. I just challenge people, man. Just tell yourself, like, for 30 days, like, man, wake up in the morning. I'm talking about before you hear, before you hear anything. I want you to just tell yourself, like, man, today, this how today gonna go. And I promise you, man. That's the power of a thought, man. Like, for real, that's like the power of prayer. Like, whoever you pray on, like no matter what you going through, like, just change your thought process. Institutionalized, man. Institutionalized, like, and I said it before, man. I gotta thank my brother. Like, that don't mean, man, you locked up, man. It mean you really locked up mentally, like, for real, like, because, like I told you earlier, like,
how it works. Talking about your emotions out, like, cause you gonna start being in tune.
You got to.
You got to start being in tune with everything. You gonna start being in tune with you. You gonna be in tune. That's why I'm being me. You being naturally myself every day. You can't.
Right, and don't make everything about money. Try to make everything about profit.
You gotta think about.
Swear to God, your life will change.
You gotta think about the legacy behind shit. You gotta think about the longevity. See, some people think about for today, but it's just for today.
I know y'all heard this expression, right? My fault, not to cut you off. Like, and let's go for the thought process, right? Like, if I teach you, if I give you a fish, right, you always gonna ask me for some shit. But if I teach you, you ain't gonna never ask me no more, right? That's what I'm saying with this shit, right? With your thought process, right? Like, I can break down how to open up your mind. I can make a mind key and give it to you, right? But it's still people that won't open it. Because, like, it's 3 C's, right, that I taught. This just me. I ain't telling you gotta do this. This just me. It's 3 C's I don't fuck with. I will never be content. I will never be comfortable, and I'll never be cocky. I can't. Because the minute you get them 3 C's, that's why people work. I can't. I ain't saying, when I say I can't, I refuse to wake up and make somebody else rich off me.
Well, you listen, I can't.
Like,
you ain't gonna win.
You ain't
gonna win, because once you say you can't, your mind automatically shut down.
Man, y'all better
take. You say I can or how can. When you say how, your mind get to working. Your mind get to telling you different shit. Like, how can I do this instead of I can. When you can't, your mind can shut down. When you say how, your shit get to working, because you get to find possibilities on what can work and what don't work. You gotta find solutions, man. People be so stuck on a problem and they like, listen, problem ain't the problem, man. The lack of a solution be the problem. We gotta look for the solution. When we look for the solution, ain't no problem no more.
Change that thought process.
You can't complain about nothing because the solution already figured out. That's the problem. So we can't speak on that. We just gotta do it. When you do more, the action's gonna come and it's gonna resolve and it's gonna exude what motherfuckers want to put out there. You know what I mean?
And I always remember, bro, and I stand on this, right? Before we go in a minute, man, everything start with a thought. Just remember that, though. Everything you do, everything.
And with a result. Even if you don't do nothing off that, though.
For real.
That's a result.
If you wake up and tell yourself.
That's how I feel. Even if you don't do nothing, I feel like shit. If you don't do nothing.
And change ain't gonna happen overnight.
And with a result.
Practice exercising your mind. That's what I do. I go to the gym every day, right? But I don't never tell my mind control my body so much where like I know how to make a muscle grow. My mind connected to my muscle. Sure. My muscle ain't connected to my mind. My mind controls so much of me where like it be times like, and I swear to God, it be times where even till now, sometimes I catch myself like getting back into that institutionalized thought process and be like, damn. Then I catch myself like, ooh, no, you can't. Going backwards, you only go backwards for two things in life, right? And I'm gonna leave it at that. And I'm gonna let my bro speak. But you only go backwards for two things in life. And that's to take a shit and reverse your car. That's it. That's it. If you don't know that, ain't no such thing as going backwards, especially if you walk forward. If you walk forward in life every day, right? And everybody you drive, ain't nobody going to. Who the fuck out there driving to work reversing? Tell me right now. If you in your motherfucking car right now reversing to work, bitch, I got $1,000 for you. If you leaving your house right now reversing to work, you ain't going backwards in life, bitch. So, and I ain't saying bitch to be disrespectful, right? And I say, hey, it might be a motherfucker out there that want to hear bitch. Get up, bitch. Change your mindset, bitch. I'm here, bitch.
That's just him personally. So
and I'm telling you personally, bitch. Sometimes I call myself a bitch. Like, man, bitch, you be tripping. You gotta say this sometimes. Cause it's me personally, man. But don't forget, man, you don't go, man, you gotta always go forward, man. Practice this, man. Rewind this podcast back, man. But reversing your car and take a shit. Anybody out there ever took a shit forward? I mean, do doo-doo come out front? I ain't never known shit. If it do, bitch, hey, listen, bitch. Me personally, bitch, if you got doo-doo, bitch, that come out other than your ass, oh, bitch, it's warm and creamy. But, you know what I mean? Like, hey, I appreciate, man, like, you got anything you want to leave him with, big bro?
I'm gonna leave him with this, man. You know, we're gonna swerve right back to the beginning of the topic and the dialogue where we came from. It's like shit, the institutionalized mindset people be having, like, you know what I mean, feeling like people owe you shit, feeling like, you know what I mean, the world against you. Nah, you gotta make an impact on this world. Can't be no 9 to 5, but if you will, that's cool, salute to you. But if you wanna get this in, it's all about mindsets, changing how you think so you can see the results and what you want. It's all about that because your mind is the most powerful thing you blessed with. It's the most artillery, that's the most real estate, that's the most everything. So when you stand on that, you stand on business. So yeah, boy, I appreciate you having me on the Get Them podcast.
And it's for people too, I want to lead out with this too, right? I know there's people out there too probably, right, they're struggling, and I understand that, right? Sure. But your thought process can change your struggle, right? This is a math problem I used to tell myself personally. You ain't got to use it. I used to be like, man, struggle plus sacrifice equals success. I know it do. That's my math. Struggle plus sacrifice equals success, man. I'm telling you. Like, no matter what you're going through, your thought process start with everything. If you wake up every day and tell yourself, like, man, I'm about to go and work for Uncle Billy. What we doing today? We making tater tots, man. How the fuck can I keep making tater tots all day, man? Like, man. And I already know I got, man, like I gotta understand this, and I ain't making no joke about this shit. I respect everybody that's doing it, that fact, because we need the world to work. Everybody ain't gonna be free mentally, and I know that. I know that. But the people that fuck with me, I want you to understand, man. Open your mind. Like, just open your mind. Like, tell yourself when you wake up in the morning, before you yawn and grab that phone, that's all. Like, and me personally, man, I love y'all, man. Like, and don't forget, man, to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button,
notifications, baby.
Comment if you want. Like, even if I miss something out, I'll add to it. But I understand. This is just me personally. Like I said, if I say something wrong, how can I? Like, answer that though. This is me personally podcast, right? I can say what I want. Like, this is how I feel on certain shit. You know what I mean?
Money never changed us. Only thing it did was change our situations. Play for keeps and practice patience. Get interrogated, close our mouth, don't say much. Hundreds on your head, cause you changed up. I spend hundreds on my threads, I can change up. I keep stacking bread, I got my change up. I will remain the same, I will never change up. I can't change up. She got her brain up. Riding a range truck. These niggas